What is up, everybody? Timberverse TV here today. So I just don't know with these Sony guys anymore, man. I don't know if they're just losing it. I don't know what's going on with some of these guys, but this is a guy who is mad that people got review copies of Forza Horizon 5. He's mad that Microsoft sent people review copies. I mean, that's usually what every company does, is send people review copies. And he has some crazy conspiracy theory that Microsoft is trying to use influencers, I guess, to make people more hyped for Forza, which is like, that's like what every other company does. But I don't know. Let's just read his post and play the video, and we can dissect it. And you can give your comments about this down below, because this is some crazy stuff right here. But let's see. He says, the 100% facts people don't want me to talk about. This is what's really going on with gaming nowadays. It's sad, but at the same time, genius. Forza Horizon 5 is a shining example of what Xbox and maybe even the WoW industry is doing to give the illusion of hype. Hashtag daydreams. Okay. So let's listen to this video about he gives his explanation about why Forza, I guess, Microsoft is running the industry, I guess. I don't know. Let's play the video.
The tactics the industry is now using to get games more hype behind them than what they actually should get. And a lot of these guys never played Forza, and they still got a review copy of Forza. Check it out, right?
Okay, let's just stop right there. So that's his premise pretty much, is that if you never played a previous Forza game, you shouldn't get a review copy of the newest one. Well, that is some ridiculous logic right there. You know how many movies have sequels? So that's like saying that, hey, if you haven't watched any of the previous, I don't know, Marvel movies, you can't watch Marvel's Eternals. We can't send you a ticket to see Marvel's Eternals because you haven't watched the previous Marvel movies. Or if you haven't, I don't know, played Horizon, the first Horizon Zero Dawn, you can't play Horizon Forbidden West. You can't be sent the review code. That makes no sense. It's like, what are you talking about? That just makes no sense. If a company releases a new product, they want people to buy that product, even people who haven't experienced the product before, to buy it. So I don't get what he's going on with this, but let's just continue.
IGN, obviously, review copy. You see tracks on Double G, 11K subs. So he's not a big channel. He's not an IGN review copy. 7 days ago, Kids Move. 7 days ago, review copy. This fuck nigga Alex. 1 day ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get a review copy. Iron Lord's podcast got a review copy. This nigga never even played Forza or likes Forza, but reviewed it and said it was nice. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a review copy and would like to continue to get them. Samurai Kuja BGB 7 days ago. Review copy.
He is so mad that these guys get review copies of these games. I just don't get it. It's like, who cares? They got a review copy, and like, why do you care so much? I just don't get it.
Xbox era. You know what I'm saying? Like, review copy. Zonker. Review copy. 7 days ago. You know what I'm saying? You can literally go through some shit and see, like, people who normally shouldn't be getting review copies looking at your game, and you get a lot more people giving you better reviews because these channels are small. So what they do is they use their influence as a company to give you, here, take this digital review copy. Fucking, we're already giving it away on fucking Game Pass. Anyway, here, take this fucking review copy and play it and then do a review on the game. We're not going to police how you review it. We're not going to police what you say about it. Here it is. What they don't tell them, or what anybody won't tell you, is that regardless, if you don't take an oath, or if you don't do this as a profession, or if you are small time trying to get big time, you're not going to want to burn any bridges. Anybody with a review copy of a game, with their channel being as small as they are, getting review copies, you're not going to say nothing bad about.
Okay, so the gist of what he's trying to say is that these guys are paid shills because they won't say anything negative about Microsoft and their games because they don't want to burn bridges or get review copies. When I don't think a $60 game is gonna do all that, to be honest. It's like, I'm not gonna risk my integrity over a $60 video game. It's like, it's not that serious. It's like, if I receive any product, I'm gonna give my honest opinion about it. It's like, if a product is trash, I'm gonna say it's, if I think it's trash, I'm gonna say it's trash. It's not that big of a deal. Why has this guy so angry over people getting review copies of video games? Like, why does he care that much? It's like this, like, seriously bothers this guy. like seriously bothers this guy. And then he got the whole conspiracy theory that Microsoft is just paying people off now. It's just ridiculous. Like, this is just nonsense. So let's read some of the comments. To be honest, I don't see how anybody can say this is the best game right now or in the past. Forza is pretty much but other than airdrops, it's not doing anything different from other Forza Horizon games. You made a good point as usual. Okay, because it's new and exciting and it's the best game for people who have had the experience of playing it. Your opinion is your opinion. Keep it that way. You certainly spend a lot of time and emotion trying to bring down Xbox and their games. Just live your life, man. This video definitely makes an interesting and valid point, but I've seen some of your tweets about Forza recently. Give it a rest. Yeah, I remember your daydreams, Doc, and the Microsoft influencer roles and how smaller influencers play a very important part. Out here learning a thing or two from you. Everybody knows that the access media will say what it needs to keep access. Now corporations have moved on to new areas to promote products. If you want to keep getting those free chairs and games, you have to keep the corporations happy. It's all about the free chairs. Okay, I'm assuming he's like referencing the Cyberpunk situation. Is it like really? What, the chair's probably like $200 in value? I mean, I just don't get it. Like, he thinks about, like, what this comment says. If you get blacklisted for saying anything bad, don't worry. IRS and Game Pass is great. Like, he's really thinking people are just really just lie on camera for some $60 video games. And I'm pretty sure if you have a big YouTube channel, you're probably making a lot more than... You're making a lot more than... Just say that. You're making enough to buy your own video games at this point, just from YouTube revenue. So, I just don't get these people. He's saying people are just really risking it all for some free $60 games at most. I don't think that's going on at all, but let's continue. Facts, man. All you gotta do is look at what these companies have done to people who S on grave/poor reviews of their games in the past. They lose access and freebies. Even being critical gets you kicked out of the club. Okay. In many ways, you're right. In other ways, it needs to be I read a lot more context, in my opinion. In short, publishers/developers have been sending out review copies for games to people big or small for years. This has been going on for the longest. Like, I don't see why this is a big deal now. Even Sony does the same thing. Nintendo does the same thing. Every company on earth does the same thing. They send products to influencers, people who have a large social media presence. It's nothing new. So I don't know why, because Microsoft does it, it's like a new thing. It's like some unheard of thing now. It's just ridiculous. You're not wrong about the tactic, but hype is a point of marketing. It's Xbox's best AAA budget since 2018, and they effed Gears 5 with the lack of marketing, and I'm sure the last thing they want is a repeat of that. I for one cannot see myself wasting money or time on games by Xbox Studios. The quality is just not there. Meanwhile, this game is considered to be Game of the Year, has a high Metacritic score, and people are saying this is the best game of the franchise. So, okay. But he says they have zero quality whatsoever. Okay. At the 5 hours of playing, I am done with Forza Horizon 5. It took 6 to install. Facts, look at all those review copies, folks. That was my summary of King Trash video. That's pretty much what he said. Oh, they got some review copies, and I'm mad about it. Like, that's pretty much the summary of this whole video right here. At this point, you are just negative with Xbox. Why? I just don't know. I try to understand your issues, but I guess it's not meant for me to understand. But everyone has a right to how they feel. Okay. Salty tears are delicious. All these dudes got like 3K subs and review copies, shaking my effing head. So are they just mad they weren't sending review copies? I don't get it here. Like, what? Like, what's the big deal? Who cares they got some review copies? Like, who cares? Most games have review copies, even Ratchet & Clank had those, so does that mean that everyone said about the game was false back then? It's a two-way street. Facts is hard to give an honest opinion when you get S for free, especially from a company like Microsoft and Sony. LOL clown, stop with the jealousy already. Probably, but I would say Microsoft so far is the only one of the three that accepts valid criticism. Excellent point. And we already see the guy who says excellent point. Keep that same energy, stupid Xbox. Cry more. Okay. Your salt is delicious. Can't wait to see how you act with Halo. Like I said, Halo is like the bigger. In my opinion, that's like the bigger game that's coming out in this holiday season. So if they're this salty about Forza Horizon 5, they're gonna be super salty about Halo Infinite releasing. I'm like, I just don't get it. How are you mad at people are getting some review copies? Like, is that? I just don't get it. You mean like God of War and Horizon Forbidden West? Salt kills snails, not players. Or maybe it's just a really good, likable game. This clown is some next level S. Let's see. I feel it's propaganda on their part. I'll be honest, I started noticing so many with the same narrative about Game Pass, all game releases, all super psyched about the infinite amount of controllers. What happens when someone has hardships, can't pay for a Game Pass? Poof, they use Ninja Vanish. I mean, people can't be excited about Game Pass and their recent game releases. That's what he's saying. You can't be excited about Game Pass or your game releases, or you're just if you're a little bit too excited, you're getting paid off. It can't just be great services or great games. Then he says if you can't pay for this Game Pass subscription, it just go poof. You don't have it anymore. But that's like any other subscription service. I can't think of any other subscription service unless you keep the product after you stop subscribing. Like Netflix. They cancel you can't access Netflix when you cancel your subscriptions. I don't see what the big. I don't see why they keep acting like other services don't do this thing. They blame Microsoft for doing. It's just weird. Salty pony. As usual, I guess there's a guy reaching for toilet paper. He's saying he's reaching with this video right here. What is this? What's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference? So Forza Horizon is a 10 masterpiece, and that is enough to defeat Kaiba wearing a Sony hat? Okay. Throw your system away, a little stop gaming, you fry bro, straight up just doing this crap for the likes of the lame ponies, LOL, weak sauce. Y'all opinions are the R word. I don't know if you can say it on YouTube, but better than the non-existent PS5 games, in my opinion. I mean, F Forza, who cares? But your PS exclusives are all bleeding to the PC master race. That's why you're mad. Okay. Dude, you are so pathetic. Shut your pony ass up and go play some damn games. You sound pathetic. Yeah, they are going in on this guy. Because this sounds like some tinfoil hat nonsense, some conspiracy theory. But it's like all of the companies send people review copies. I don't know why he's so mad that certain people got review copies. I just don't get it here. Can't let Xbox have one W, huh? Just gotta keep talking S and make yourself look like a clown. Forza Horizon 5 is a great game. Take the L and play some games. Oh, wait. I know this guy sleeps with a tinfoil cap. Jeez. Yeah. I just don't get it. It's like, some people got some review copies, so what? Who cares? Like, I don't see what the big deal is. But definitely want to see your thoughts about this down below. Do you think his point has some credibility, or do you think the guy's completely nuts? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. That's always just for watching, and peace.